in a chapter called Surah An-Nahl, the chapter of the bee, in verse 36, Almighty Allah reveals to us, and certainly we sent to every nation a messenger, saying, worship Allah and avoid false deities. Of the people were some whom Allah guided, and of them were those upon whom error was decreed. So travel through the earth and see what was the end of those who denied the truth. In this verse, we see a text that gives us an understanding shared by Muslims all over the planet, that prophets came to Asia, to Africa, to Europe, and the Americas, and we learn from the original sources of Islam that what was common in the early peoples of the planet was the concept of Tauhid. In Mandarin Chinese, the people express this Tauhid by saying Shang Ti, the creator of the heavens and the earth. Akhenaten of ancient Egypt taught the belief in one God. Many say that he was teaching about the power behind the sun, and he created a revolution in ancient Egypt. In Africa, all throughout the African continent, the concept of the great cosmic spirit was shared by every nation. In Burundi, the people of Burundi, in speaking about God, say Imana. When they speak about the attributes of God, they say Bisabwe. He alone is worthy of worship. They also say Habimana. Only He truly exists. Habonimana. Only He does as He wills. The Akan of West Africa know God as He who knows or sees all things. The Yoruba of West Africa say, only God is wise. The Bakongo of Central Africa say, He is made by no other and no one beyond Him is. In Southern Africa we find the Zulu Nation, who refer to the Creator as Umdali. The Xhosa people of Southern Africa say Qamata, and they add Katayi or Umdali, and it becomes Qamata Katayi, which means in Arabic, Allahu Akbar. God is the greatest and over everything. The Sutu people in the south say Ramasedi, which means He from whom comes light. In the Americas, there are strong references about the Cherokee Nation, a strong nation of people who had large cities with over 100,000 people. And they were known for their strong belief in the Great Spirit. Information has come to us that from the texts or the oral traditions of the elders, when the Cherokees would begin their prayers, they would say, Ya Allah. And so we find in the Aboriginal people in Australia, in South America, in Europe, and throughout the world, the concept of Tauhid is found everywhere. So when the last Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, appeared, he did not bring a new religion, but he brought out of the people what already existed in them, and that is Tauhid. He was the seal of the prophets, the finality of the messengers. And it is reported during his last major sermon in Arafah, he brought to the people a strong message of the oneness of God. He sent his followers in all directions, and it is reported that most of the Sahaba, radiyallahu anhum ajma'in, died outside of Arabia. When we look at history, we find that no other religion, no other ideology, no conquering general, no people spread so rapidly and so far. Within 100 years, Islam had reached the Atlantic Ocean on the west, and China and the Pacific in the east. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, brought a message that was so clear and was so simple to the people that they were able to grasp this oneness. They were able to relate to the prophets and messengers who had come from the beginning of time. And so Islam spread rapidly, and people of all colors, of all nationalities, embraced this religion from the 6th century. People of all classes, the rich and the poor, male and female, came into this faith in large numbers, and Islam established itself, not only in Arabia, but it established itself in Asia, in Africa, in Europe, and we also have proof that it was even in the Americas.
إني وجهت وجهي للذي فطر السماوات والأرض حنيفا وما أنا من المشركين